welcome back to the channel. My name is Emma and today we are watching The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 2 Episode 1. If you want to watch my uncut sleeves reactions, link to the Patreon is down below. New season, we're back and I am so excited to dive into Summer I Turned Pretty. As you know, I'm obsessed with this series. It was brilliant in Season 1. There was not a character I didn't really like. They were all just incredible and their stories were so addicting. Now, I've watched the trailer and it does give quite a lot away. I usually don't watch the trailers. I usually like to come in like fresh mind, you know, don't know anything. But it looks like there's gonna be a lot of conflict for Belly from what I've seen. Going back to cousins and having Conrad and Jemiah there, who she's both sort of like kissed, cooked up with, it's really messy and it looks like she's going to have some conflict with her brother as well, because in that trailer it sort of mentioned that they aren't really talking so much and he's blaming Belly perhaps because things got complicated, to say the least. I mean, as far as I remember from season 1, we had Belly's loved Conrad since day one, but there is that little piece in her heart for Jemiah, and they kissed in the pool. They were sort of like a little fling, if you will. I don't think it was serious, but Jemiah had serious feelings for Belly and he did confess that, and I was quite shocked because, you know, Jemiah gives off that really cool, edgy, doesn't really hold much in. He's just a free spirit. I don't really think that he had strong feelings for Belly. I think, you know, she's very special to him, and they were very close, but I didn't think in so much of a romantic way. I just saw it as a really close friend kind of way. Last season lines were crossed, and I don't really know, because last episode it was like she went to the dance with Jemiah, but he had some unfortunate news which we will get onto, and she instead danced with Conrad, who she was avoiding because he basically snubbed her off when she pursued him, so she went for his brother. Complicated, I know. So things are very messy and we've left off in a really weird point. It's hard to explain because they're going through a really tragic loss. From what we know from last season, Jemiah and Conrad's mother, Susanna, she had cancer, and the boys found out in such an unfortunate way at the debutante ball. And from that trailer, it looks like she isn't in the season, or they just haven't shown her. So I think it's gonna start off on a really sad note. We're not gonna get Susanna, and maybe it's about the kids sort of growing up without her and finding their own path, maybe. So that's straight away we're getting off on a really unfortunate step, because I love Susanna. Oh my god, that broke my heart when she had that conversation with the boys about what's gonna happen and going for treatment, and oh god, it was very hard hitting, and yeah, I'm expecting some more hard hitting emotions like that going into season 2. I think it's going to be focused on their next steps. I mean, Conrad's going to college, Belly's probably in her final year of high school, whatever, so it's probably going to be a lot more of a mature approach going in. You know, they're getting older now, and I think you're going to find your feelings when you get older. You know, you start knowing what you want, and Belly's got to be repairing her relationships with her brother and the boys, because yeah, things really did get messy. I mean, you shouldn't hook up with both brothers, and both brothers have feelings for Belly. It's really unfortunate. Can you imagine being in a situation where you like both of them, but they're siblings? It's just so messy, and you don't really know what to do, because if you go with one, you hurt the other, and there's just nobody wins. So it was kind of good when Belly went with Cam for a bit because it sort of cleared the waters for a moment. But yeah, I'm really nervous going into this because I don't know what Belly's gonna do, and yeah, I just want everyone to be okay and it to be smooth sailing, whoever she decides to be with. Oh, she's wearing the necklace he got for her. Oh, she is here! Okay, I was nervous for Susanna. Oh my god, this must be so awkward for Jeremiah to watch. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't even look. I feel bad for him. So bad. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Oh, shit! Don't do this to me!
Anna was dead.
What?
Nothing
That was a
would ever be
dream?
the same.
No! 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 Oh my god!
French. I also know the English version.
God.
It's not that difficult to follow.
Great, rough start. Thought that was real. Oh, she's got to tell him about Jemiah. Oh, he's on cloud 9 as well.
A few days
Oh
ago,
god, this is
Jeremiah told me he has feelings for me.
oh god. Oh no.
Oh.
The smiling faces have been extinguished.
So what did you say?
Shit. Shit.
I
didn't say anything, I kissed him instead. Oh, Conrad is not. That has changed things. Oh no, so we're going back and forth in the timeline. Oh no, she's got to break it to him. He thinks, and now she's going to break the news that she's with his brother.
That's great, Jer. I mean, I'm so...
We should tell her.
Oh shit.
About us as
This
soon as
is...
possible.
Oh,
I don't want any more secrets.
oh
Plus,
gosh.
Stephen already knows.
She's in 2 relationships right now. Oh god, this is painful to watch. Ugh, god.
You kissed my brother.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Sorry, I'll tell you right away. So...
Oh god, Belly!
No. I just didn't... I didn't want it to be weird.
Oh yeah, Belly, it is weird,
Oh.
okay?
No.
I wish she could have been here.
So, Susanna...
Conrad and Jeremiah too.
They were busy.
Susanna must have done the trial and it not worked or something. Oh, they were so hopeful for it as well.
I can't do that to him.
Who would have thought she'd be the one that breaks his heart, not her? I see where she's coming from though. The situation is really bad timing, and as we know, Susanna's not going to make it. So the brothers need to be on good terms. And
This was always yours.
God, he's giving it to her.
No matter what happens, we'll still be infinite.
Oh God, don't do this to me. I'm not going to cry on episode 1.
But we've heard it time and time again. It's supposed to convince us
So
that
Conrad
everything
and Jeremiah
had to
aren't
happen
going to be there.
exactly so in order to teach us something about ourselves. In order for us
I
to
think
grow.
Belly did the right choice. And I know it might be
No,
controversial to you guys, but you gotta agree, if her and Conrad were all like lovey-dovey in front of Jeremiah when their mum is going to die, like it's... Oh God, it would have been really bad timing.
Make what you want happen, because tomorrow isn't promised, so you better make fucking sure that you are living today.
Come on, Stephen! That was a great speech. You can tell it came from the heart as well, because I think he's just lost 2 friends as well with Conrad and Jemiah. Well, maybe not lost, but put pause on, like Belly would say.
Belly, have you seen my big kettlebell, the 20-pound one?
Steven, I'm on the phone.
We'll tell Taylor to go to bed.
Hi, Stephen.
Hey, Conrad.
Well, why was that so awkward?
It's not in here. Go away.
Stephen looks literally disturbed. What is wrong with him? Oh, and here's me thinking she was with Stephen.
Oh my god.
Hey, so I need to be able to
She's
see
with
when
this
I'm up on stage.
Milo guy. I thought she was with Steven.
Entertain the people, you know, post shit.
Okay.
He talks a big game, but I think inside Steven is a
You're
bit
so cute tonight, you know that?
No.
Come on, let's go get some drinks.
not quite as confident.
Right answer. Bump, set, hit, swipe. That's the way we like to fight.
Okay, they're warming up to Belly now. Okay, because she was really struggling with school, so maybe she wasn't performing as good as she was. But I always think back to Belly and Jemiah during that volleyball tournament, and oh my god, it was just so funny to watch.
Oh, did he sleepwalk in his underwear again?
Oh god, they're literally in like the same place but different.
He's a 5G conspiracist.
So
Are they called
that
all
guy that
like
Kate was seeing had a girlfriend the whole time.
all the time?
Do you want to know something so romantic? Milo wrote this song for me.
Yeah.
Well, of that song from the movie Armageddon?
Oh.
Yeah, Taylor, have you not heard this song before?
And he spoke to me in French. Bitch, what?
Even Steven thinks his sister's game is
Like,
lacking.
sounds obsessed with you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that combo took so much effort. Like, is it supposed to be that hard?
With her and Conrad, it was so easy.
Milo,
They would talk for hours and hours on the phone.
well, Milo and I are so
Oh god, Taylor. Shut up. Your soulmate standing next to Belly, actually.
In a weird way, that must almost be a little harder to understand.
God, this is so depressing. I want to cry. He's got no one.
What?
I wish we were looking at it together.
You are, Belly!
Me too.
You are! Oh god! Not gonna cry, not gonna cry.
I couldn't be with someone who didn't make me feel electric either.
I'm not gonna cry! Oh my god, stop it! I'm so weak with this shit. Oh my god. Belly, this is weird. Please don't. You're so rusty when it comes to this.
Yeah, no, I know. It's been ages, right? That
He doesn't seem like the party type, so he might be easier to talk to.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Belly,
Yes.
actually,
Yeah.
Oh.
can you do me a favor? Could you put in a good word for me with your friend Marcy?
Are you serious?
Yes, you. That
Yeah,
makes
that'd
sense.
be
Yeah, I totally will. You guys cool.
Oh my god, he was only talking to her to get with her friend. Belly, I thought for you. Oh my god. That is so embarrassing.
Isn't it? I should be celebrating with them tonight, but they wouldn't come because you made things messy. You had Jeremiah and it just wasn't enough. You had to have Conrad too. God, you are so fucking selfish.
Steven!
What?
Serious? I had to have Conrad.
Steven needs to stop.
I was in love, Steven. Like, out of my mind in love. What was I supposed to do?
Belly. Belly.
Steven.
Steven like, they were both bad in that situation, but Steven really fucked up there. He is a drunk idiot.
Come with me. No. Stay. I mean, it's your boyfriend's debut, and I just...
At Steven's party, god. Yeah, don't put that on the resume.
I love you. Love you.
It's good that she has a friend like Taylor, though. I mean, me and Taylor, I wasn't a massive fan of her in season 1, but she definitely got better towards the end. And now she is being a good friend, you know. She doesn't have to go with her, she just needs to know that she's alright. But Belly, yeah, Belly, I feel terrible for because she feels guilty for everything. And she doesn't have to feel guilty.
You won't even promote your book because you refuse to talk about Susanna. You can't just suddenly be concerned about volleyball when you haven't gone to a single one of my games this year. I waited all year for you to step up and be a parent. You gave up way
Oh,
before
this
I
is
did.
bad. they're both in different places. I don't think they should blame each other though.
Very in touch with his emotions. That's what makes him a great leader.
Yeah, he looks very in touch.
Babe,
God, I'm gonna start throwing up in a minute.
But you are happening to the world.
Oh God,
Don't forget to
Susanna.
enjoy the ride.
You have a way with words. Jesus, I didn't think I'd be tearing this much up in episode 1. I think this is going to be the saddest episode though, because we got to get it out now before we can start moving on. So yeah, I'm keep telling myself that, so I'm not a crybaby.
Belly?
Hi, Jeremiah. I'm so glad.
Are you with Conrad?
No. Why would I be with Conrad?
I don't know. I just thought maybe you guys would.
What is going on?
What's wrong?
Conrad's gone.
Wait, what do you mean gone?
Excuse me?
But I'm coming with you.
He's gonna love that. That was such a good first episode. Oh my god, I'm back on the train, bitches! Oh my god, I just love this show so much. It's so different to anything I've ever watched. And I may say that about a lot of things, but this one I actually mean. Like, everything's just so... feels so real. Like, it could have, like, you know, fictional stuff. Like, it can't happen in real life. But this, I feel, is just so... like, elements to it is so relatable. The themes of grief, love, and loss. You've got just so much depth to this show. It's incredible. And they really make you feel the emotions. Like, as soon as they were talking about Susanna and all the heartache with that, I was in tears. Like, I did not think this would choke me up on episode 1. I am kind of embarrassed. Like, it really got to me. And the whole storyline with Susanna and her battle with cancer and sadly losing to it, I'm like, oh my god, this is pulling on my heart right now, because I feel exactly what these characters feel. Like, I can, as a viewer, you can sense just like the pain in each of them. Like with Laurel, you could see the bags under her eyes. She's not eating, she's not doing her work that she loves doing. She's being very reclusive. When you go through a depression or grief, you close yourself up when you're having an episode like that, and you close in on yourself and you feel like you're all alone in this world, but you really aren't. And there is a silver lining, is what I'm trying to say. And Laurel is lucky. She has a daughter, she's got a son, you know, she's got the boys that are pretty much second, like 2 other sons to her, and she just can't see it right now, but she is loved, and I just hope that she gets back into it. And I was so happy to hear that she's gonna do like the book signing, all of that with the book, and I'm just so happy for her, because I think this is the start of something that is gonna pick her back up on track. And we can think, like, every time they think of Susanna, it's just pain, but they are going to get to the stage, mark my words, where whenever they think of Susanna, they're going to be happy, because they're going to think of all the good memories instead of the pain that comes with her loss. And, you know, they always say there's like 5 stages to grief, you know, all the pain, acceptance and all that. They're going to get to that acceptance at the end. I know it. It's going to be messy in the meantime, like today's episode was, but they're going to come out on top, and I'm hoping we get to see the house and cousins and they can all go back there, because, yeah, I think it's going to be a special place. And like Susanna said in the episode, Belly does light it up, and she's going to get that spark back. Mark my words. That party I knew was going to be a mess. Like, whenever there's alcohol involved and there's Stephen, Belly, Taylor and everyone, like, I knew it was going to be it wasn't going to end well. It all seemed a bit too good to be true, and I'm so happy for Stephen, because, like, that graduation speech was amazing. Like, he did such a good job with that. But when there's alcohol in his system, he crossed the line. And I mean, Belly Belly wasn't great either, don't get me wrong, but Stephen, he doesn't understand how Belly feels, because the way Stephen sees it is that Belly ruined them. She two-timed on them, she hooked up with both of them, she broke their hearts, they want nothing to do with them ever again. But that's really not the case. And Stephen doesn't see that Belly was like head over heels in love with CONRAD, and she broke things off or put pause on them for Stephen and Jeremiah, you know, for them, so they can deal with Susanna and her tragic passing. They can get through it together and not make things complicated. And I totally agreed with that. I think that was a really good call, because we don't want things to be any more messy than they are. And yeah, Stephen will see it soon, but yeah, obviously he's grieving too. He's lost Susanna, who he's looked up to, and two of his best friends right now. Oh my god, Belly, throughout the whole episode, I was literally tearing my heart out for her, because we can see how much she's struggling. So much. Like, she not only lost Susanna, who was literally a second mum to her, but she lost CONRAD and Jeremiah at the same time. Like, all three of them. They are all linked, like she said. Like, when you think of one, you think of the other two. And she really has, at the moment, lost both of them. Well, CONRAD is literally lost, but it's just such a shame. It's such a shame, and I feel so bad for her, because she's got this weight on her shoulders, like this is all her fault, but it's not. You know, bad things happened, but it's not in her control. At the end of that episode, I was not I saw the trailer, I knew something like this was going to happen, but yeah, CONRAD is gone, and I don't know what the catalyst for it is, because we had these flashbacks, which I'm so happy for, because it added a lot of context. I mean, last time we saw CONRAD, Belly kissed him at Halloween. Oh my god, it was so adorable. I was waiting for it to happen, but between Halloween and now, something's got to happen, because Belly's not talking to any of them, and she was calling CONRAD like every night. They were talking for hours and hours, like they were so happy. And oh my god, I just wanted to cry all the time watching them, because I just feel it. Like, I felt it so much. And something's got to happen. Something's got to happen between now and then. And he said everything's fucked. Like, he must be in a really bad place. And CONRAD always seems to be... he always just seems to be in such a rough time. And like we saw him last season, he was so closed off. He was so anxious and not himself at all. And like those good moments at the start of the episode when he was kissing Belly and they were just happy, like I just wanted to freeze frame that and just have that throughout the whole season. And I'm sure we will get it in the end, but oh my gosh, it's just so hard to watch. It's so hard to watch when they're all in pain. Oh, this road trip with Jeremiah and Belly is going to be... Oh, I am very excited, but also so nervous to watch it, because I know there's going to be an argument, at least one argument, because Belly broke Jeremiah's heart. She did. Like, he was like, oh, we're going to tell CONRAD, like, we're together, I think it's going to be okay, like, we're going to be fine. And she literally said, yo, I kissed your brother, it's a we, like, it's no longer on with you. Like, she basically said, I'm choosing your brother, us was just a one-time thing, like, yeah, sorry. Like, it was so hard to watch that scene, and he was angry, and he had the full right to be angry, because no one wants to have their heart broken like that. For your brother, of all people, as well. It wouldn't have been as bad if it was with, like, Cam or, like, any other guy, but CONRAD's your brother, like, that is literally your flesh and blood. Like, that is the worst pain. Jeremiah, I'm really interested to see his journey through grief and getting on the other side, as well as CONRAD and Belly, obviously. So I'm expecting a lot of tears, a lot of drama coming up in this next few episodes, and I'm here for it. There's going to be more tears from me, I am sure. So really looking forward to next episode. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my reaction to the Samurai Temperate Season 2 Episode 1. If you want to watch our uncut series reactions, links to the Patreons down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for Episode 2. Bye!